Fourth graders, today you're going to be finishing your loom and starting your weaving for your rainbow. What you're going to be grabbing at the drive-thru today is a piece of tape no longer than your finger, and at your tables you're going to need to measure out some yarn that's a wingspan long, and you're going to need to think about each of those colors in the rainbow. Because you're creating a rainbow, and to go along with our art show, you need to kind of think about going in rainbow order. So we're going to be starting in reverse with violet, which is a fancy art word for purple. Okay, so I have that one pulled off to the side. But before I start to weave, I need to set up my loom. So at your table spots, you have a tracer that will tell you where to make the notches to create your loom. You need to lay this over the top of your painted plate, and you're going to make marks with a pencil at each of those spaces on your paper plate. This is telling me where I need to cut to make even marks for my loom. Okay, now my plate is a little bit smaller, so I just flipped it over to the back so I can kind of eyeball where those two notches need to be at the bottom. I'm going to go through and cut each of those spots. Now on the tracer, the notches are cut out so there's a little bit of negative space. Because we're making our loom, we just need to have a little slit. I've woven through an arm span of this purple, and as I was weaving, I was kind of shaping so that my weaving kind of turned into an arch. So bringing those sides down and the middle up. I'm ready to add on my next color, so I look to my sheet and I know that's going to be blue. So I'm going to pull out an arm span of blue. I chose like a dark navy, but if you wanted to do a lighter blue, that's fine with me. Now I need to attach my blue to this purple. So what I'm going to do is make an X. The purple is going to come around. I'm going to make an O, blue goes through the O, and tie my knot. Okay, do you notice how I'm trying to kind of keep that close to the end here? Okay, I need to do a double knot, so a U and an O, blue goes through the O, and tie a knot. I'll trim these tails off. If you're having trouble tying knots, you need to ask 3 before you ask me. So ask your neighbors, look at the board, and then raise your quiet hand. Alright, I'm going to keep weaving with my blue all the way across until the blue is done, and then I'm going to add my next color, which will be green. I'll go through my rainbow order until I finish with red.